Eli used to think step 3 was God's way of saying, "Sign here so I can ruin your plans more efficiently." He could admit his life was unmanageable, and he could admit something bigger might exist. But turn my will and my life over? That sounded like a cosmic power of attorney with terrible fine print. So he did what alcoholics do best. He overthought it, argued with it, and quietly tried to dodge it. Then one night, his sponsor hit him with a jump scare question. "How many times should you be dead, Eli?" Wrong cars, wrong houses, wrong pills, wrong side of the road, blackouts that should have ended in obituaries, not hangovers. "Exactly," the sponsor said. "You're not that talented. Someone or something has been covering your shift and saving your ass." So, like it or not, your life has kind of always been in God's care. He's been stamping that extension approved on days you didn't earn it. Now, that struck a serious chord in Eli, and for the first time, he was coming to grips with the realization that he wasn't the main architect of his own survival. But self-will, that was the part he clutched like a winning lottery ticket. His will said, "I've got this, just move, I'll fix it." Even sober, that voice drove him into emotional train wrecks. Rage, shame, and sleepless nights trying to think his way out of his own feelings. After one more, of course, crash and burn, "I'll fix it" attempt, he slumped in and told his sponsor, "I'm doing everything right, and I still feel like I'm dying." His sponsor shrugged. "God's been keeping you alive. You're the only one still auditioning for his job." That's what this step is. Self-will or God's will. Pick your pain, kid. That night, alone in his apartment, Eli finally cracked. "Okay, God," he muttered. "I can see you've kept me alive. I clearly suck at running this. Will you take today, just today, but I'm done pretending I know best." No thunder, no choir, but the war inside dropped a notch. The urge to fix everything right now eased up just enough for him to breathe. It felt exactly like the reading said. Surrender is like the calm after the storm. The mess was still there, but he didn't have to fight the weather anymore. So he started testing it in tiny reps. Resentment? Your will, not mine. Show me whether to speak up or shut up. Terror thoughts about the future? You handle the years, I'll handle today. And every time he backed those up with action, making amends instead of defending, going to a meeting instead of being alone, telling the truth instead of constructing a lie, that same strange calm came back. It was his own kind of high, better than the frantic dopamine spikes he used to chase. One night, a newcomer asked, "What does turning it over actually mean?" Eli thought for a second and said, "For me, it means I stopped betting my life on the same mind that almost killed me. I live like my life is already in God's hands. Because if you look at my history, it clearly always has been. And now, one day at a time, I let him have my will too. Not because I'm holy, but because I've hurt myself enough trying to be in charge." Years later, looking back with that brutal 20/20 hindsight, he realized something he never saw in the moment. Most of the things he once begged God to make happen would have destroyed him if they'd have worked out. And most of the ruined plans he cursed him for were exact detours that kept him alive long enough to heal. If you'd asked then, surrender felt like losing. Looking back now, he can see it for what it was. The day he stopped insisting on his own way was the day his life quietly started going the only way it ever had a chance to work. And with that, the story you just heard was written and based on today's daily reflection, Surrendering Self-Will. I'm Sam, a grateful alcoholic. I hope to catch you for another brand new story tomorrow morning. I love you all and have a blessed day.